Okay, this is the second quarter final of the day. There's two more tomorrow. We find out the semi-final lineup. Belgium are going to be playing France in the first semi-final. They beat Brazil 2-1. Fernandinho and goal off a corner. Really poor defending by Brazil, but no surprise there really. Brazil would actually been on top at this point. They've hit the post. Courtois to be active around his area. De Bruyne's goal is actually set up by Romelu Lukaku on a powering 60-yard run, so Romelu Lukaku can come deep and can be effective. Man United, yes, he does score a lot of goals for Man United, but doesn't do the same job, and I think he actually relishes the role Belgium make him do, and Martinez makes him do, because he was brilliant tonight. But De Bruyne's finish, you won't see much better in this tournament. There have been some crackers. That's one of the top 5 goals of the tournament by a long way. Courtois, yeah, was keeping it at 2-0. There were periods where he was keeping Brazil at bay, both before and after half time. Hazard, the best player on the pitch today. We'll talk about Neymar. This guy at the bottom, where is he? This guy here. About in the second half. Anyway, it's half time. It's 2-0. Second half comes, Neymar's dive once, no penalty, told to get up by the referee. A few minutes later, there's a VAR review and Gabriel Jesus is alleged to have been fouled by Vincent Kompany. I personally think it's 50-50, but I think Gabriel Jesus has already left his feet and begun his dive when he makes contact. And we're talking split second here, but if the slow-mo shows that, it's a 50-50. But I think Neymar's diving has put it in the officials, both in the VAR room and on the field, in their mind that they're simulating to try and get players booked and to try and get a free kick. They're deliberately making the contact rather than being fouled. Other people say differently, and I will accept their point of view. But for me, I think that's got in the referee's head, and that happens in all sports. They've seen Neymar dive a few minutes before. They may have seen that as going down softly or a 50-50 challenge, and it's a difficult one. The ball does go out of play as well, and he's got no chance of getting on the ball. So we'll have to see on what. Some people are saying it's the wrong decision, some people are saying it's the right decision. It's a 50-50, that one, but I think Neymar and his antics have had some kind of impact. This guy down here, his antics have had some kind of impact on that review, personally. Renato Augusto's goal, what the hell is he doing in the box as the only player? Why is Neymar and Firmino not in the box as forwards? He's a midfielder. He's a box-to-box midfielder. Skillful player, but why is he the only one making the run? But it's still a damn good finish from the header. Closely in between Vertonghen, Alderweireld and Vincent Kompany. He's found space between three brilliant centre-backs, and his header is a bullet. Even Courtois can't stop that one, and Courtois pulled off some brilliant saves tonight. World-class saves tonight. He couldn't stop that. Why didn't he start? Why was he a sub? That's another question that needs to be asked of the Brazilian management. Also, at this point, Belgium are struggling at 75 minutes. They are really hanging on. And even Hazard seems to be the only outball because De Bruyne's pass has deserted him. Lukaku's run himself into the ground, and Hazard's probably the only outball at this point. Subs could be brought on earlier, and I think Belgium may have got a third goal, but they still won the game through sheer willpower. There is another VAR check on 90 minutes, and again Neymar is involved, and again he's correct. He's dived. I think Neymar and his diving have harmed Brazil rather than helped them. Not just in this game, but in the entire World Cup as a tournament. I think his histrionics have damaged the brand of football. They are embarrassing, and I think they've had a negative effect tonight on the overall result and that VAR review, the first VAR review especially. Courtois pulls off a great save right at the end as well, but he made multiple good saves throughout the game. I know Alisson made a couple of good saves as well, but for me, Hazard and Courtois are two best players on the pitch tonight. I felt that Neymar was not as effective as Firmino when he came on, and Coutinho. Coutinho creates Renato Augusto's goal. Neymar, too much rolling around diving, and he lost the ball a lot as well. And he was easily shoved off the ball by more physical play by Belgium, and he didn't like it, so he just decides to dive. Overall, Belgium deserved the win. They play France in the first semi-final next week. Deserved 2-1 wins. Deserved 2-1 winners. I have no complaints with the final result. Hazard was I think man of the match with the amount of energy he expended. Kept running, and when he was running at the Brazilians 4 or 5, they looked terrified. They did not know how to deal with him. They did not know. All they could do was foul him. But overall, I think Belgium deserved the win. They got the 2 goals early on. And yes, they did look tired in the second half. And I do think that Japan game has taken a bit out of them mentally and physically, because that was a very good game in the second round. And I think they were even though they haven't had to go to extra time like England have, for example, or Croatia, they did look like that game. The amount of physical mental energy they put into the last round has still lingered on this one, and and I'm assuming the heat and humidity, because it's bloody hot here. God knows what it's like in Russia. I know it's hotter and more humid, but that's obviously taking it out of the players as well. And I think that was the Belgian players struggling with the heat. But overall, 2-1 win, fully deserved, and there's no South American players left, players or teams left in the World Cup. It's an all-European final, as I predicted a few months ago, and I'm actually quite happy with that. So thank you very much for watching. Place your thoughts below. I would like to hear from you, especially those who watch the game. De Bruyne's goal, what do you make of it? Renato Augusto's goal was pretty good as well. What do you make of Neymar? I know the first VAR, that is a contentious decision, is a 50-50. Even in my book, even if I wasn't 100% sure, it's a 50-50 either way. Even without VAR in games, obviously they're not given and given, so it's a 50-50 one, that one. The second one is obvious. I think Neymar with his diving, has harmed Brazil, but there we go. Overall, that's it for me. That's it for tonight. I'll have some more videos for you tomorrow. So thank you very much for sticking with me today on both channels. The History Boffin channel as well. We've done a few videos today, a lot of videos today, and a few yesterday. And today we've done this. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all tomorrow.